Good evening and welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I am your host, Taylor, made my pants too tight. Our top story tonight, a new country has been established after negotiations in Japan. The island of Shikoku, the smallest island of Japan, is now officially known as Mitsubachi, which is Japanese for honeybee. In response to the near extinction of bees, the country of Mitsubachi plans to become the world's largest habitat for bees. Since most citizens in former Shikoku live in the north, leaders plan to cultivate lavender in the southern part of Mitsubachi, since lavender is a favorite flower for bees. As a result, their new flag looks like this. The colors of the flag are meant to represent a field of lavender next to an ocean, all covered in bright sunshine. With roughly 4 million people living in Mitsubachi, leaders hope to have support from the general public in order to save the bees. Also worth mentioning, one long-term goal for Mitsubachi is to power their country entirely on renewable energy, such as wind, solar, and hydroelectric. Now for politics, we turn to Arthur. Any more donuts? Arthur? Thank you, Taylor. For now, one individual has taken control of Mitsubachi. Ecologist Arnold, but quite young, plans to supervise the cultivation of lavender until it becomes naturally self-sustainable. Afterwards, Mitsubachi plans on creating an oligarchical democracy. 5 leaders will be voted into what will be known as Hive, or the House of Individuals with visions for the environment. Along with the Hive, citizens will be able to submit their own ideas, laws, or questions that the Hive will then have to debate on. When they make a decision, however, it will have to be ratified by a 2/3 majority vote from the citizens. That's all for politics. Back to you, Taylor. Thank you, Arthur. To assist to respect and care for bees by the general public, the government of Mitsubachi will offer tax benefits to any citizen that personally cares for bees, in hopes that some individuals will learn to respect bees and everything that they do for us, such as pollination or sweet, delicious honey. On a different note, the security of Mitsubachi has caused some concern. For domestic security, Mitsubachi is training their police in both preventative action and non-lethal intervention. This includes the training of negotiators and investing in beanbags, blunt impact projectiles, and ML-12s, a weapon designed to shoot non-lethal rounds. For foreign affairs, since Mitsubachi is a small island, they plan on fortifying their naval army to prevent their central island from being invaded. However, they plan on attempting to remain neutral in any conflicts that may occur by creating trade agreements with surrounding nations such as Japan and any other nations that wish to trade. As expected, their main export will be honey. Will honey be enough to prevent war? Only time will tell. Now for the economy, we go to senior economist. Frankly, don't care. Frankly? Thanks, Taylor. Mitsubachi's main currency will remain the yen, since leaders do not feel the need to change currency. Along with exports of honey, Mitsubachi plans on being an agricultural country, growing citrus fruits, persimmons, peaches, grapes, rice, wheat, and barley. Also worth noting, if plans to cultivate lavender are successful, Mitsubachi aims to become the world's largest exporter of lavender for dyes, perfumes, and other uses. Since Mitsubachi plans on being mainly agricultural, plans are being made to sufficiently pay farmers as to promote the creation of local farms and employment of local workers. They plan on establishing their main trade network through Japan and neighboring China. Another source of commerce Mitsubachi plans for is tourism. Plans have been announced to allow public access to the lavender fields, along with proper protection and surveillance to protect the bees. They also plan on opening a national museum dedicated to the preservation and study of bees. That's all for economics. Now back to you, Taylor. Thank you, Frankly. In hopes to bring in more citizens from outside of Mitsubachi, they have implemented some public guarantees. Mitsubachi has guaranteed universal health care for every citizen, since the care for bees can cause many injuries. They are also planning to be as up-to-date on allergies to bees to minimize casualties from bee stings. They hope to prevent any and all deaths related to bees. Mitsubachi also plans on providing public education until high school and allowing for-profit colleges to be built. While this may sound bad, Mitsubachi assures its citizens that regulations will be placed on these colleges to prevent them from treating students as profit centers and focusing more on educating their clients. That's all for the 6 o'clock news. Be sure to tune in at 7 for sports with Lars Pants on Fars. The colors of the flag are meant to represent a field of lavender next to an ocean, all covered in bright sunshine. With With roughly 4 million people living in Mitsubachi. Oh, whoops. Nope. Teleprompter. Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know, I have a teleprompter here because I am professional. The government of Mitsubachi will offer tax benefits to any citizen that personally cares for bees, in hopes that some individuals, nope, not individuals, individuals, in hopes that individuals, not some individuals, it's sun individuals. This includes the training of negotiators and investing in beanbags, blunt object protiles, and ML12s. Nope, too fast for the teleprompter. However, they plan on attempting to remain neutral in any conflicts. What would you do for a conflict bar? For domestic security, Mitsubachi is training their police, and I am reading too fast for the telemarketer. Problems with being Asian. 5 leaders will be voted into what will be known as that the teleprompter is too slow for me to read. Again, problems with being Asian. Afterwards, Mitsubachi plans on creating an oligarchical. When they make a decision, it will have to be ratified by a 2/3 majority. I was so close. Majority. 5 leaders will be voted into what will be known as Hive, or the House of Individuals. Along with the Hive, citizens will be able to submit their own ideas, laws, or questions that the Hive will have debate on. Afterwards, Mitsubachi plans on creating an oligarchical democracy. 5 leaders will be voted into what will be known as Hive. I pointed the wrong way. Look what's over there. Trust me. They plan on establishing their main trade. It's not trade, it's tread. Just dealing with tires here. As to promote the creation of local farms and employment of local workers. They pan. Another source of commerce, Mitsubachi pans floor. I said pans floor, didn't I?